In this set of videos, we're going to look at topic 4.3, which is vector equations of lines. Specifically, right now we're going to look in 2D, but we're going to look at all the forms: the vector equation, the parametric, and Cartesian. So we've seen vector equations already. Remember, this xy here represents any point on the line. The 2, -5 represents a specific point on the line. So in this case, it represents the point 2, -5 on the line. And my 3, 6 gives me my direction. T is a parameter that could be any value. So if I separate this out and look at it in two equations, I could say that x is equal to 2 plus 3t, and y is equal to -5 plus 6t. So notice if t is 0, I get that x is 2, y is -5. That's this point on my line. If t is 1, I would get another point on my line. Separating them out like this makes them parametric equations, and I can graph parametric equations on my calculator. So we go into our calculator and we change the mode from, currently my mode is function, but we can go in and change it to be parametric. So now if I do y equals, notice I get x sub 1 of t. So we said that was going to be 2 plus 3t. And now my button, my xt theta n, well, now I'm in parametric mode, so it's using t as the variable. And then y we said was -5 plus 6t. If I go into window, notice I've got different values of t. So I could do a t min, t max. So let's go 0 to 5. My x and y values are still acting like my normal x and y values. So notice I can make my t's really small, so we could count every point 2. And let's see what happens. So here's my line. This is just part of my line because I started with t values at 0. So if I go in and say -5, I'm going to get the line continuing this direction. So remember, we started at the point 2, -5, and then our 3, 6 gave us values going this way for positive t. For negative t, I get the values going this way. And it looks a bit more scattered than usual because I'm finding points currently every point 2. So my line is going to get smoother the smaller I make this value. So I'll get a little bit smoother. And if we come down, it's going to have to think a lot longer, but I get a smoother line even.